Peace, peace, peace. Today, I want to talk about programs. I want to talk about the various types of programs. Many of these programs you're aware but unaware of. So I'm gonna touch on those, elaborate, maybe shed light on a few things. I think first off, I think first, we're gonna start with television programs. Television, television is just that. It serves one purpose: to tell a vision. See, when you turn on the television, you have channels. The purpose for these channels are to channel your energy. You have stations. What do you do with a station? Wait, station, stationary, stand still. What do you watch? Sitcoms, sit calm. See, what do you got? Commercials. Commercials are dealing with commerce. You have a remote control. You are being controlled. So someone sitting at a remote location controlling your program. The television show. It's showing the vision that has to be told. See, the program is designed to lure you in, basically. So when you see these commercials, so they put these thoughts in you, they make you want to buy things, they entice your children to want things. See, these commercials, see, this is how they put these programs into your mind, what gives you what you call the normal, day-to-day needs and wants, different things that the people gotta have. Oh, I gotta have this. Oh, I need this. You would have never thought about this or that if you wouldn't have seen it on a TV commercial, heard it on the radio, or something like that. But yeah, you have programs. You have a TV guide. It's to guide you through the programs, through the channels. Each channel has programs. People get sucked into these programs. So you really got to be aware of that. Really personally, I don't even watch program television. I wouldn't recommend it. You choose to watch movies or different things like that. Control what you watch and don't watch it for entertainment. It's always something behind something. Watch it, see what you can pick up from it. Maybe a hidden message or something like that. There's plenty of those in movies. But don't get caught up in the entertainment, because entertainment is inner containment. Understand that. Overstand that. Amusement. Amuse means to not think. So amusement is meant to not think. So you got to comprehend this language and these words. So you got to comprehend the spell and the spelling, the purpose of it. So you got to understand the grammar illusion that you're caught up in. I know reality bites, but shit. You control your reality. It's based upon your perception. Don't allow things to alter or conceive your reality for you. You are the creator, the architect of your reality. Then also, people learn to use your own intuition. You know, People take tests, apply for college, and if they're accepted to get in, they have to pay tuition. Why pay tuition when you have your own intuition? You're born intuition, but yet they got you thinking outside yourself. See, they got you going to school to get schooled. See, that's another program, the school program. They have lesson plans. Lesson, lessening, less than, to lesson, less than yourself. See, the purpose of school subject is to teach you how to be a subject. Masters have subjects. So you're learning to be subject to a master. Become your own master. Become your own teacher. Nobody knows you better than you. Tap in. You've been tapping out for too long. It's time to tap in. See, you have to fear less and be more. See, it got you looking outside yourself so much. You don't want to rely on you. You don't want to rely on yourself. So you have to understand these programs that are in place is detrimental. You know, pay very, very close attention and take heed. Look around you. Open your eyes up. It's obvious. They put it right in front of your face, but they treat you like you're stupid. It's a giant hippopotamus in the room, but nobody sees it. Nobody smells it. Nobody hears it. But see, that's because you're programmed to be senseless. You know, that's part of the program. You know, it's to dumb your senses down. So you get caught up in the propaganda, which is the prop agenda. You know, you have to be keen to this. Use your senses. Keep your senses keen. See, but then that plays into the diet and also the things that you put into your body. You know, where your mind is at, you know. Because if your body's in bad shape, your mind's in bad shape. You know, so we need to get our minds right. Literally. See, this left brain program is killing the world. So we need to go back to our right side, being creative, our creativity. You know, creation. Like I said again, learn to rely on you. You see, because, see, that brings me to the next program, which is a religion, the religious program. See, religion is to rely on or to bind back. But to bind back to what? To rely on what? A higher power. I hear a lot of people say that. Okay. It would be nice if you could just rely on a higher power to take care of everything for you and everything is Hakuna Matata. But that's not the reality of this world. See, you have to take action. You have to make things happen. You know, you have to assist yourself. You know, you have to learn to rely on yourself. See, but that requires discipline. See, but discipline, see, that's inner eye. That's the inner eye. Pupil. Pupil is also another name for student. See, that's the real student. See, learn to master in. That's the real degree. Use your inner eye. Use your insight. Be sightful. Be mindful. Be thoughtful. You know. Furthermore, you know, see, and then you got to realize that all of this, see, this plays into, you know, the government program. See, the religious program, the government program. See, depending on your government, that determines if a nation, that determines a nation's religious standpoint, you know. But every government that's set up has a religion or a religious faucet that it also uses to control people. Because some people may not be pro-government, but they're pro-religion, and vice versa. So it's just a way, another way to program or to reinforce the program. We can't get you with this station, with this program, we'll get you with this station and that program. You go to church for a service. Church program, they say it right there. What service is being provided? Why is it still, you know, so much violence? Why is it so much, you know, poverty? Why are the communities so terrible? You know, why is the world in the state that it's in if the world is so religious and we have churches and mosques and synagogues and all of these places? If these people are really following these commandments and these laws, and if they were treating their neighbors and treating people as they want to be treated, love thy neighbor as thou love thyself, then that means there will be no poor people. There will be no homeless people. You know, people will care for each other the way they want to be cared for. See, but we're not going to go off too deep into that. Also, but before I move on, especially in what we call the so-called black community, a service, church service. What service is being provided? Really, what service? What service is being provided? Because if a service was really being provided, the churches wouldn't have members that are on social services. See, that would be a need that would be met. So you would take care of your own. They wouldn't have to seek government assistance or pay for child care, daycare. These things would be provided by the church. The community would be better taken care of. It would be in better condition. The people that own these churches or the people that run on the heads of these churches would live in these communities. They would invest in fixing their own communities up. They would buy property, buy land in these communities, make them their own communities. See, but that all feeds into the agenda. You know, see, the government program, you know, that's the program overall. See, that's the program that pretty much dictates the other programs. You're dealing with politics. It's a pile of ticks. Many. You're dealing with many ticks. Bloodsuckers, parasites, leeches, politics. See, a lot of people will say it's a conspiracy theory. No, it's a fact. It's not a theory. It is a conspiracy. Your government is conspiring against you. Your government has betrayed you. Your government is violating your constitutional rights. So no, it's not a theory. It's a fact. Your government is allowing you to be poisoned through many different forces. Your government. They're well aware of what's going on. This is part of the depopulation. See, but you got to pay attention to more than those soap operas and reality shows and those music videos and, you know, all of that nonsense, those distractions. You know, detach from these programs. You know, you have to learn to detach. See, because if you don't detach, you're going to end up sucked in. And when you get sucked in, you might end up stuck in. And I don't think you want to end up stuck in. See, because we already living in a situation that's I don't really see it getting any brighter, you know. I don't really see it getting any better, but, you know, people are caught up, they're stuck in the world of amusement. But they don't realize amuse to not think, you know. You got to understand that. You know, don't get caught up in that. Don't get sucked into that, you know. And then as far as the education thing, you know, you can self-educate yourself. I mean, because if you really think about this, you know, if you had your own land, your own property, if you had your own business, this is something that you can pass down from generation to generation. Why would you save up your hard-earned money to put your children in a school system to learn to work hard, to be a good worker for a master? It's not you. It's not your family. This is taking outside of your family. This is actually poor economic practice, because you're raising this money, you're paying tuition for them to go and learn a trade, to go off someplace else to do whatever. Hopefully they succeed in whatever it is that you know, pay for them to go and do. But yet still, you have a trade that you could have passed down. You have land. Who's going to man the land if everybody's going off to college to be collar workers? So that means the land, it gets lost. It's not going to be kept up. You know, the parents can't keep it up. They're older. You can only do it for so long if your body sustains, as long as your body sustains you. You know, so, you know, we're taking outside of ourselves once again and pushing it out. giving up energy to the wrong forces. And we have to understand to harness our own and to keep our own. Your children are your legacy. Those are your roots. You have to plant firm roots. You have to nurture those roots. You have to plant roots in fertile soil, proper nutrients. You know, life is a tree. Sure, you want your tree to blossom. See, but you gotta really learn to detach, because a lot of these distractions, they really dumbing you down. You know, and in this day and age, in this time that we're in with these illusions, you really have to be sharp. You really have to have your mind right and be on your best game. You know, you have to be in your left and right mind. You know, but it could be possible. You know, if everybody collectively, you know, got together, everybody collectively, you know, took back their power and used their power to regain control over the chaos that's going on, the parasitic chaos that's going on, you know, and maintain order and bring back order, you know, but that requires discipline, you know. So I think we all have to use our insight and look inside ourselves and find our higher self and aspire to become our higher self and to project those high vibrations that are on the inside, project them on the outside, and help that to manifest the world around us. Because we do have the power and the capability. Again, we just have to we just have to tap in. You know, so it's just something that it has to be done, you know, because they're doing it, they're using it against us, you know. You gotta understand the order of things, you know. And I don't really like to use the word understand, but for some they have to understand before they can stand over, you know, or stand up at all, you know. So really, look at what's going on around you. Put down the cognitive dissonance. Stop the denial. Just analyze it for what it is. It's clearly in front of you. You see the hippo. Stop trying to look around it. I know you can smell it. I know you hear the hippo. You hear it. You know? Pay attention. Talk to it. See why it's there. Might find out some interesting things, you know. But yeah, definitely. Gotta be aware of these programs. You know, they're really designed to, you know, keep you captivated. You know, keyword captive. Captive for what? You know, you have to detach. These parasites are latched on hard. You gotta break that. You know, gotta break that. Nobody wants to be worm food.